Well, I think one of the things we're grappling with now, and I'm going to go big answer, is what kind of right is education? And I touched on this briefly earlier in one of my collabs. If you believe it's a political right, then kids get access to, the political process. If you believe it's a civil right, then it's an access issue. How do I access the curriculum? How do I access the school? And these are the fights we've had, honestly, in the last 80 years of education. Who gets to come to the school? Who gets the curriculum? Who gets the supplies and materials? Oakland right now is under Williams Act, California's actually, because, who gets the bathroom and access to textbooks and all that. But it's not. I think we're at the point now where we can make education a natural right. You were born, you get an education. You don't have to come to us, it can come to you. And so I think in the future we're going to see kind of like the Student of One initiative, where the longitudinal data travels with you as you move about with whatever the device is, some kind of augmented reality device, some kind of haptic interface. I don't know what that is, but your data travels with you and it interfaces with the environment. So as you engage with the environment and take on activities, you actually learn and it's tracked. So that when the teacher then isn't necessarily a person who delivers curriculum as much as they manage the learning environment, right? Because there's like, I don't know, infinite amounts of information and it needs to be curtailed down for the student to their needs. And so I think what we're going to see in 20 years is students learning over multiple places and that being managed by one person maybe or a group of people in a location, but that's not necessarily a school. Because all the technologies are there for that now. They're all there. It's just a matter of coordinating them and getting kids what they need wherever they are. So there's no time for a teacher to say, hey, I have a good idea. I want to try to roll it out. There's no room for innovation. And so what happens is we kind of, I kind of want to say we kind of drift towards mediocrity, right? The thing that worked somewhere that might not necessarily have been the best thing is rolled out as the model that everybody needs to do. We need time and space to actually look at the problems from different perspectives, kind of like here in the collabs, and say, this is what we're going to do to solve this problem. Did it work? Yes, good, let's roll with that. Did it not work? No. I mean, it's far too long that we've been comparing mediocrity. So in terms of that, I think we need to push for people to be able to do things that are outside the box. And we need to shorten the number of standards we have, like all the other industrialized countries who have fewer and go deeper. But I think that would be important. And changing our assessments, of course, which they're working on, the multi-state assessment system, but we still need it to be more qualitative and less quantitative. I think in Finland, the assessment system that they have, one of the final tests you take is it's a picture of a river, and they tell you have to make a bridge that crosses the river. What would you do? Right? And that's completely different than bubble in this, so I hope I answered the question. Okay.